Hey there guys, Cool Duty here, and today I will be showing off my new deck for Magic the Gathering. So, let's get into it. I can't see the full screen, so sorry if I move too much. Let's put it here. Emit Eternal is our first card. This is supposed to be like Red Deck Wins, but it runs Red-Black. Red Desert Wins is a better example of what this is capable of. Emit Eternal is a zombie crocodile demon that for 2 and a black, that's a 5/5 that says that has afflict a 3, which is whenever this creature is blocked, target creature, no, not target, defending player loses 3 life, and whenever an opponent casts a spell, creatures, instant, sorcery, anything, put a -1/-1 counter on it. Whenever this deals combat damage, remove all -1/-1 counters from it. This does not count as combat damage. But if it's a 1/1, the opponent has to make a choice. Either kill it and take 3 damage, or they don't kill it, and it becomes a 5/5 again. So this is a good turn 3 put out. Our next card is meant to go really well with this. Bloodthirst Instigator is a red that reads, target creature gains haste till end of turn. To victory, to glory, to eternity. It's a 1/1 for a red, but it gives any creature you want haste. We run a full play set of both of these, so each one can get haste. And then we run Harsh Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land onto the battlefield, if it is a mana ability, Harsh Mentor deals 2 damage to that player. All of your creatures' abilities, all your lands, all your artifacts. If it doesn't cost mana to activate it, you lose 2 damage from it. It's just 1 red for a 2/2 creature as well. It's one of our main attackers. Then we have Tuk Tuk the Explorer. For 2 and a red, it's a 1/1 with haste that whenever he dies, you put a 5/5 colorless goblin golem artifact creature token, that's a lot of words, named Tuk Tuk the Returned onto the battlefield. So it becomes from a 1/1 to a 5/5. We have Kari Zev, Skyship Raider, the legendary human pirate for 1 and a red for a 1/3 with first strike and menace. Sorry, that's a lot of talking. Whenever Kari Zev attacks, put a 2/1 legendary red monkey creature token named Regavan onto the battlefield that's tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. It's really good. If we can combine this with if we can combine Kari Zev with this is just a killer combination right now. So we run 2 of her, we run 2 of him because they're legendary, and play sets of the other 3 creatures I've already showed you, but we run 3 of On-Crop Crasher. It's 2 and a red for a 3/2 with haste, when you can exert it, and whatever creature you choose can't block this turn. Let's say your opponent has a 7/7 with 4 health left, and you have 3 creatures and he has the 1. Well, you can choose that with On-Crop Crasher to exert it, and that creature can't block. We run 3 of him, which I already have all 3 of him. I don't have all the cards in this deck yet, so forgive me for that. We have Hour of Glory. It's the most expensive card in this deck. It's 3 and a black, so 4 mana to exile any creature, no matter how strong it is. If that creature was a god, its controller reveals his or her hand, exiles all cards with the same name as that creature. We run 3 of them. I only have 2 right now. Then we have Whip Flare. Whip Flare is 1 and a red, and it deals 2 damage to each non-artifact creature. I mean, that's good. You can just 2 damage whatever you want. Also, if you're still watching, this is a casual deck, not modern, not standard. It's meant for fun. Then we run 3 Hungry Flames. For 2 and a red, you can do 3 damage to any creature and 2 damage to the same player. 3 of him. That card. We have Magma Spray. It's 1 red mana for a card that deals 2 for an instant that deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it. Instead, we run 3. Okay, give me a second to redo. I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, off to some creatures that I don't have yet that we're gonna run are Hanware Garrison, which is a 2/2 for 2 and a red, so the same price as On Crop Crasher. With the same power as Harsh Mentor, but whenever you attack with it, meaning you can use this, you create 2 1/1 creature tokens that are human, and you put them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. We also run 3 Village Messenger and 2 with the Handwear Battlements. I mean, not battlements, Garrison. And then we run 3 Village Messenger, which is 1 red mana, like Magna Spray or any card. 3 of the cards here are going to be 1 mana. And then we, sorry, my head hurts a little bit. That has haste. It's a 1/1 with haste for 1 mana. That whenever, if you or your opponent don't cast a spell next turn, well, I think it's just you, or it could be you and your opponent. I should have bought the card first. You flip it into a 2/2 werewolf with menace, making it hard to block. And then we run 2 Handwear Battlements, which gives you colorless mana, but for like 6 mana, or 6 or 7, you can meld Handwear Battlements and Handwear Garrison into a Eldrazi Ooze that whenever you attack with the Eldrazi Ooze, you get 2 3/2 tokens that are tapped and attacking. You do not have to exile them. You don't exile them. So next we have Ranep Ruins, which gives you colorless mana, pay 1 life, add a red mana to your pool. Why is this good? 2 colorless and 2 red. Sacrifice a desert. Any desert you have in this deck, which we run 7 deserts total. And then it deals 2 damage to target opponent. We run 4 of this. Next is Desert of the Glorified. It enters the battlefield tapped and adds your next turn it will add, oh, I'm so sorry, it adds a black mana to your pool. We run 3 of them so that way we can sacrifice them when necessary. Now, Cinder Barrens is a dual type land for red-black. You do not have to run Cinder Barrens. This is an example just until I can get my hands on any dual type land, and I still get to review them. I still need to figure out their names first so I can look at them. So you run 4 dual type lands. What they read depends on which one you get. Then you run 6 mountains and 6 swamps. Now, there is another desert that you could run 2 of instead of 2 of your mountains, which is Desert of the Fervent. I'm going to experiment with this a little bit. That enters the battlefield tapped, just like Desert of the Glorified, and gives you a red mana on your second turn with cycling, just like the other one. You can experiment with 2 of them instead of 2 mountains, but with this deck, that's not a good idea, because if you only have 4 mountains, you have a, I don't know, 1 in 6 chance, no, not even 1 in 6, 1 in 15 chance of getting 1 mountain in your starting hand. So, yeah. So we run 6 mountains, 6 swamps, and that's our entire deck. I hope you have a good day. This is Cooler Duda signing out. Goodbye.